And hello, everyone, and welcome back to another rendition of the Grapple Gumshoes. The post show that brings you all things mystery wrestling related. I am so happy to be here this evening. My name is Mikey. I am the Grand Poobah, El Jefe, the Maestro, the person in charge and who does everything here at BC WrestlePod. I'm happy to be here, and of course, I am joined tonight by my friendo, my podcasting husbando, if you will. Everybody is my husbando, apparently. But Mr. Benny Squatch is in the building. So, hello, friend. How we doing tonight?
Greetings and salutations, Mikey, and everybody out there in internet land. Let's rock and roll.
Heck yeah. So, we are going to be breaking down, or we are going to be doing our post show tonight on Mystery Wrestling 24. There is a lot of fun stuff to talk about. Of course, if you have been on the internet, y'all already know that a certain someone was part of this event, and the rest of the Mystery Wrestling boys would not hear the end of it because, to spoil it for y'all, I love me some Kenta, and the, I would not shut up about how excited I was for this one because Kenta was on the show. Um,
Mm.
we're gonna get into that match though when we get at the very end. But before we do, welcome to the eve that is officially WrestleMania Hell Week. So from tomorrow onwards, you will be pretty much seeing a collective of a bunch of faces on this channel across YouTube, Twitch, and Kick as we bring you all the action from the collective, WrestleMania, and whatever else we decide to squeeze in here. Because why not? So I'm excited. It's gonna be crazy times. But yeah, it's gonna be a good one. So yeah, I'm gonna keep that announcement very short and let's get into the action, shall we?
Beep, beep, beep.
Brr, 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 brr. Ba-ba-ba-bum. I'm trying not to get copyrighted. Final
Yeah,
Fantasy
not John
15,
Williams.
for real. Or if I go da 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 da, like Final Fantasy, don't come for me. Anyway, so Mystery Wrestling 24. This is a special show for a variety of reasons. Number one, as we came to learn going into this show, and at the very top of it, this was Mystery Wrestling's debut in beautiful Vancouver, which is very, very exciting stuff here. So this is I have a question. I'm like, Evil Uno is just out here doing the Lord's work, so to speak, and he continues to go all over the world and in Canada, which is fantastic stuff. But anyway, so this was the debut in Vancouver, so that is a lot of fun. This came to us live or on replay from the Hastings Racecourse and Casino. I was like, oh, we in a casino now? That is going to be a lot of fun. Also, number two, this was happening on the eve of AEW Dynasty, which is also crazy that this whole weekend was jam packed with a bunch of stuff, which is nuts as well. And like I was saying before, the third reason why the show was special is Kenta was on the show. Like, yes, that Kenta. So, oh my goodness. Let's get into it, shall we? Right. So, of course, we would be remiss if we didn't talk about who we had on the commentary team for this one. As always, we had Evil Uno, but joining him for Mystery Wrestling 24 is the one and only, and we both love our non-binary Tom Cruise lookalike Speedball Mike Bailey. So the commentary team for Mystery Wrestling 24, as I said, is Evil Uno and Speedball Mike Bailey.
Speedball.
Speedball!
Bone Spa Speedball.
Uno, bring Speedball back because, like, I'm gonna put this out there now. Speedball was just great to watch and to listen to him. As a wrestler, he was very, of course, he gave us like the wrestling names and moves and like information on a lot of these wrestlers. But he's just a lovable goober, and I love him so much. I love him, and I love him so much.
Yeah,
Speedball, you are my hero. I love you.
one of my favorite Twitch streamers as well.
Oh my god, yes, giving us iconic moments for the AEW show. Like, guys, I have a new name for our trio's name. Nope, not here because we're gonna get demonetized.
uh,
God. Yeah, so we would be having Uno and Speedball in our ears the entire way through. And so let's just get straight into it because it is time for match number one. So, as always, here at Mystery Wrestling, we start with our Druids match, which, if you are unfamiliar, or for those of you not uninitiated, you plebs, no, I'm just kidding. I love you. Please watch Mystery Wrestling. It's great. JVL got me addicted to this. Now I can't stop. But the Druids match is we have four hooded individuals in Druids robes, and we never know who's in this match until they literally take off the robe to see who it is. And what a way to start this in our Druids match to kick off the show, which, by the way, I still couldn't find or hear who our ring announcer was because I was like, I love your mask. Where can I get one?
yeah, I think that was a guy from Prestige. Like I could be wrong, but I feel like I've seen him around before. Like I can't remember his name either.
I thought he was a really fun MC and I liked his mask. I want it. Anywho, so we get our opening Druids match, which, of course, to me, I was very happy to see a bunch of folks. But as somebody who also watches a lot of MLW and Joshi wrestling, there was one wrestler in particular that I was so happy to see again. But in our Druids match, after everybody was revealed, opening the show, we have, of course, Nicole Matthews, Alexia Nicole, Amira, not that Amira that you're thinking of from Eve, but another Amira. But of course, my personal favorite, the Sunflower Princess herself, representing the Japanese Joshi wrestlers, Miss Himawari. I love I love Himawari so much, man. I've been a big fan of hers for a while.
Yeah, same. And Nicole Matthews is somebody who's been around for a very long time, and she's a really great wrestler to have.
Oh,
Especially,
100%.
like, she was in Shimmer like a long time ago, so she knows what she's doing.
100%. Everybody did really fun here. Of course, immediately we had Himawari hitting people with her braids, which was a lot of fun to see. This was just a chaotic four way. And honestly, I think this was a really fun way to definitely start the show because, again, the action was fast, it was chaotic, the crowd popped immediately. This was a really fun, really fast paced, really quick. It got the blood pumping, so to speak. This was just really cool. And then it was really fun to see Nicole Matthews pick up this win. Of course, she is the hometown veteran, if you will, here. And so, yeah, being in her hometown of Vancouver was really fun. And honestly, I thought this was a really cool, great call to have. This was a great way to start the show, honestly.
I couldn't agree more. Um, and Amira singular is uh, absolutely fantastic wrestler who is continuing to improve year after year. And this match proved no proved that point.
Oh, absolutely. Alrighty, friendo. So we are moving on from match one, and we are getting into our second match of the evening, which was a six-man tag team match. Now, immediately starting from match two onwards. Ooh, let me back that up. I'm gonna just let this picture sit here for a little bit. By the way, shout out to Mystery Wrestling's photographer for this one. I love the black and white that everybody was taking pictures in, and just the poses that everyone decided to go with was great. But like I said, match two is a six-man tag team match, and this is where the mystery wrestling concept really starts to shine here. So on one side, right, you have Dragon Kid, KZY, and Yamato, who of course are all representing Dragon Gate which is a promotion in Japan. And then of course on the other side you have Fresh Air, which is the team of our one of our favorites, Mr. Junior Benito and McCree Martin, and they were paired up with Sasquatch for this match. I For those of you who are just staring at these images, it's like, what am I watching? Let me paint a picture for you, right? So the Dragon Gate guys, which arguably we can probably say are some of the most technically crisp, high flying, and fast paced professional wrestlers on the planet, given the style that they wrestle, right? And if we break down everybody individually, you have Dragon Kid, who's been doing this for decades. I did my research for this one, y'all. And is still one of the best according to some folks. Yamato is an all-time great. KZY is an incredible fun performer. So that's that team. Then on the other side, you have Fresh Air and a guy named Sasquatch. Mystery Wrestling, I love you so damn much.
That Sasquatch got a name. It's Sasquatch.
Oh my lord.
Uh,
This match was so fun.
oh man, it's so great. Like, Fresh Air is definitely a team that like I've been seeing come along for a while now. And once again, as I said with about Amira, singular. um, these guys have really come a long way. Like I know like uh, I started an interview with them back years ago, and I believe that they were trained by Daddy Magic, and
That would track.
uh, yeah, right, because like they definitely got uh, the charisma down fat, and Sasquatch Psycho Mike was really good in this match. Like I think this was like the match that like I realized that like nobody was bumping at tonight because one of the wide shots I was like, is that a boxing ring?
Okay, let's talk about that really quickly because I'm like sitting here and I was just like, oh, okay, I see what we're doing here. All right. I was like,
Yeah,
oh crap.
like they were happier to take bumps on the outside than they were in the ring. You know, like
I mean, I don't blame them to be
I don't
honest.
blame them either. You know, but getting back to the match, like a Dragon Kid is one of the easily one of the most influential wrestlers of the last 20 years, right? Like uh, he was in that match with two fixers versus Blood Generation from ROH, uh, Super Card of Honor back in 2006, which unequivocally has changed the business. Like, sorry, I'm nerding out. Let me push up my glasses. Um, it's just that I haven't seen Dragon Kid in a while, so I got really excited. And Yamamoto, he's great, man. This match was so much fun because like the Dragon Gate guys were sort of like the straight men, sort of like to Fresh Air and Sasquatch's silliness. Good shit.
Agreed. So, Dragon Kid, Yamato, and KZY pick up the win here, which is not surprising. But this match was a blast for sure. And honestly, more Dragon Gate on North. Well, let me back that up. More Dragon Gate and more Dragon Gate talent on North American indie shows, please, because based on this was a treat to watch as someone who is not too um like researched in Dragon Gate outside of like the bare minimum facts and everything. But this crowd was great for this one too. They loved everything. Vancouver, you were a great crowd this whole entire night too. I want to give you your kudos and flowers. Y'all were great. This was so much freaking fun, man. And yeah, because we also have some of the mystery wrestling folks and the Canadian talent who, especially the women who would be participating in the TJPW show the following day too. I was just like, ah, yes. We love it when wrestling promotions collab with each other because then we get great stuff like this.
Yeah, exactly. Like Mystery's been doing a lot of stuff with Chaco Pro and Baka Ganjin over in Japan as well.
Oh my gosh. That's so hilarious.
I love Chaco Pro so much. What a it's like Sunday morning. It's like what we got.
For real. I don't know if it would ever come to fruition anytime soon, but I would love a mystery wrestling and DDT crossover. Like, I'm just imagining just the absurdity of DDT and the comedy of mystery wrestling. I was just like, especially like you have Stu Grayson, who's no nonsense, go up against, I don't know, like one of the giant kaijus they have over there. Oh Lord.
Yeah, definitely. I think Uno was at least in a match over in DDT within the
Hmm.
past month or so.
I would believe it. Now I'm gonna find out about it a little bit later. Oh my goodness. Oh man. So yeah, match number two was fun, but let's keep this going. Okay, so match number three, right?
Oh man.
Oh my god, this is probably one of my favorite matches in the entire night. But anyhow, this so to set the scene here, so this is of course Cecil Nix versus ELP El Phantasmo of New Japan. Love him. This is great. So the concept on this one, right? It was billed as a falls count somehow match. And I'm just sitting here wondering what exactly did that mean. So nobody knew what that essentially meant going into this. Not ELP, not Cecil Nix. Nobody knew what this meant. Well, actually, I take that back because one person did know, and that was our referee for this match, which it was really lovely to see our one of our AEW referees, Miss Aubrey Edwards, be a part of this. I was just like, I want her. She's just living my life. She's having so much fun, and I love it for her.
Right? Always great to see Girl Hebner.
Oh man, but yeah, we love Aubrey. She is the special, and she is the special referee for this match, and she's the only person on Earth who knew what the stipulation was going into this match. Um, from beginning to end, this was great because ELP and Cecil Nix they start wrestling, they try doing different things, and then eventually they start asking Aubrey, "Hey, does that count? Does this count?" And after doing lots of things like ladders and outside the ring and just a whole bunch of other nonsense, it's so much fun. Both of them got the answer to the question correctly once they figured out what the stipulation was because Aubrey presents ELP and Cecil Nix with lighter. And so we come to learn that this was an inferno match. And my god, this was just so dumb, but like in the best way possible. They get the lighter, they go back and forth, they blow it out at some point, and eventually ELP wins. But honestly, who cares about the result? This was such a creative concept, and I freaking loved it.
Yeah. Cecil Nix is easily becoming one of my favorite independent wrestlers just from his wrestling mind. And like he can uh tell the back of the room what he's feeling with just a simple nod, and that that's brilliant. And I've actually got every beat uh in this match, right? So uh it is not you cannot give up, you cannot tap. There's no over the top rope. It is not false count anywhere. It is not a ladder match. It is not an intergender match or a bra and panties match. It is an inferno match. Man, like, this is so much damn fun. This is everything that I love about comedy wrestling.
This is just so much fun. And not even just Cecil, right? Like, I also think that ELP is a perfect person for this type of match and this kind of concept and environment too, because at least from what we know, this version of ELP is more tamed, but like we know that ELP, he's funny. He can bring the physicality when he needs to. And to me, ELP kind of does really good in working any style for any situation. And then, of course, Aubrey Edwards here was also hilarious to watch as she was acting like the quote unquote gatekeeper of, I won't tell you what this match is about until later.
Yeah, uh, everybody played that part to the tilt. You know, Aubrey was fantastic. ELP, more ELP on Mystery Wrestling, please, because he bits like a glove.
Oh my gosh, she's so much fun,
And
man.
what else can I say about adult Bobby Hill over here? Um, Cecil next.
Not adult Bobby Hill.
I mean that lovingly. He's a great wrestller.
No, you
Um,
didn't. No, I'm just kidding. No, it's all good, dude. No, it's okay. I knew what you meant. Oh man, match number 3 was a lot of fun for sure. But let's keep this going. So, match number 4. This was not only for the Mystery Wrestling Championship, but all the marbles were on the line too. So this, of course, saw London Lightning, our reigning champion, and he was defending his title against somebody we have seen a lot of in the last month or so across our collective screens across many a promotion, and Mr. Daisuke Sasaki. Now, Daisuke Sasaki, for those of you who don't know, or for those of you who might, will probably most know Daisuke from DDT Pro Wrestling and also All Japan, which is a really fun promotion as well from the little bit I've seen. And Daisuke is a veteran of Japanese wrestling. So we know that he can absolutely go into the ring. Also, his look is very, very fun to watch in concept too. It's just like he got guy liner for days. So, oh my goodness, this was fun. Uh, this was a little less funny tee hee haha and more straightforward wrestling with some fun moments, but my notes said this: damn, Daisuke can go. I want to see more of him.
yeah, I didn't have many notes either for this one. I just had holy midriff because of Landon Lightning's top, and tree tree of woe, my balls, because like the reoccurring story throughout this match was that who can hit the other hardest in the balls. Like,
this this was so fantastic to watch. Like I had a blast. But this was a really London Lightning is having some really fun matches. Like
hmm,
at Mystery Wrestling 23, he was wrestling, Tommy Billington. I was just like, well, damn. Now he's wrestling Daisuke Sasaki, and I'm just like, what is he about to do? Like, who he's wrestling at this 3-year anniversary show coming up for Mystery Wrestling 25?
right? And he had a match on Collision
That
Like
too. He was on Collision as well.
that this Dice K guy, I really enjoy his work. Like he really won me over pretty quickly after like the MLP match, and then like he also had a match on Collision. So like,
That he
um,
did, and then he was also at the ROH tapings this a couple weeks, like last week too. So we're gonna see him on there. And on top of that, he was in GCW and he had a match against Atticus Coker not too long ago, either too. So I'm like, dude's been popping up everywhere.
yeah, I like it. Uh, hey man, uh, uh, make yourself famous. You know.
For real. Daisuke, you're great. So London Lightning, of course, retains the championship. This was a lot of fun to watch, really fun stuff. London Lightning's really fun to watch as champion. Daisuke is fantastic. And yeah, this was a pretty standard, really fun match to watch. Okay, now brace yourselves, kids, because match 5 is where it was kind of on and popping. Because good God, this was a this. So at first it was like, oh, we're gonna be scheduled for a tag team match. Girl, this turned into a 4-way tag team match. And honestly, this is a lot of teams. So let me break this down. So starting from left and right. So of course you have Judas Icarus and Travis Williams, also known as Sinner and Saint on the independent scene, as well as TNA. So people on Mike Bailey completely fanboying over them, as I would be too, because they are freaking fantastic. If you have not seen any of their singles matches or tag team championship matches in Defy, y'all need to get on that right now. Because honestly, they are probably one of, at least in this newer generation of tag teams, I would put them in like my top 3. Honestly, I would put them, Busted in the Brain, and you know what? I put the Rascals in like new gen tag teams and stuff like that. People who, but anyways, no, but Sinner and Saint are fantastic. People Mike Bailey is completely losing his absolute mind as they make their entrance, right? But then to fill out the rest of this, next to Sinner and Saint in this picture, you have the Hammer Brothers, Jack Hammer and Sledgehammer. Gotta love a good pun. Which I was like, good
Hammer
God,
on.
these, yeah. And then of course, love them or hate them, you have the Bollywood boys, which is Gerv and Harv Sihra. I hope I pronounced that right. I apologize. And then rounding out our 4-way tag team match were the Rogues, which is Casey Ferreira and Elliot Tyler. Um, my God, this was just a blast. This was just absolute chaos and carnage and funny moments, especially when the Hammer Brothers started like rolling over the competition, literally, not figuratively. um, we weren't at the level of a car crash yet, but this match was just chaotic, and I loved it.
Yeah, this was a four-way Gaga match, and I was so here for it. Like, uh, Harv and Garv, the Bollywood boys, are always down to be silly, and like, uh, seeing Sinner and Saint like sort of break out of that serious, tough guy, stuff, like, it's pretty fun. I've seen the Rogues before. I think like Greek Town or something like that. I've seen them before. I just couldn't figure out where, but they are a really good up and coming tag team as well. And I love that human centipede spot where like it was all just triangle chokes,
That
and
was
then
so hilarious to watch.
was it Jackhammer like does a like a Boston crab,
Yep.
and then Sledgehammer just rolls over him because he's like 350 plus pounds, you know?
Yeah. Just make way for the big boys.
Yeah.
Listen, I will fully support the big boys because as one myself, also, roll over me, please. I love it though.
Canonically horny Mikey over
Ah,
here.
see, I can make the puns sometimes.
Oh, I'm just teasing.
I like it when I'm being teased. Anyways, that's a whole nother podcast. To wrap this up, of course, this was just a lot of fun. The Hammer Brothers pick up the win here. This was just so much fun to watch, and I definitely highly recommending y'all go check this one out because this was great. This was so much fun. Oh my god, this next match though, match number 6 in the singles bout. You have a-
Oh man.
oh my god, I love this match. So this was Psycho Mike versus Matt Brannigan. Both of these boys are British Columbia indie guys. This was a nice showcase match. This was fucking hilarious to watch because we got a whole storytelling with alcohol being Matt Brannigan's like spinach a la Popeye, which is hilarious to watch. Psycho Mike just being Psycho Mike. This was just oh my god, I can't even.
This was probably like next to Cecil and ELP. This was easily like the silliest match on the on the show. Like I love that, like as you said that Matt Brannigan, right? Is that his name?
Mhm.
Um, like he was doing like the Popeye gimmick, and he was like hulking up like anytime he got a sip, and then uh they just, like essentially like went around the ring at one point, and they were just like, well, we're just gonna kill time here. This is which in the best way possible, you know.
Oh, absolutely.
And then what was it like Mike takes a sip, and then and then he starts crying because
Now we
alcohol
know that
doesn't agree with him.
Psycho Mike is a sad drunk. He's a crying drunk.
We all know one. Yeah.
Like, I don't know what you're talking about. No, I'm just kidding. Psycho Mike got in his
Oh
feelings.
yeah, and poor Matt Brannigan like had to take 3 powers body slams, but they were probably the softest power. I mean, softest body slams you've probably seen. You know,
For reals. Oh my goodness. This
it's
match was
fun stuff.
just so yeah, this match was so much fun. This was a really there was some fun short-term storytelling too here. And Matt Brannigan defeats Psycho Mike. I was just like, this definitely was some fun. Short, sweet, fantastic. Wait, a fun wait before we get to the main event, which let's talk about now, shall we? Because in your main event of Mystery Wrestling 24, da-da-da, I was like, uh,
That
listen,
poor invisible man
I
has to
know
go in has to go into his match with the Sandman, all banged up. You know, not just from Stu Grayson, but Sandman also almost hit him with a car.
Stu Grayson out here attacking the Invisible Man. How dare you? So rude. But let's get into this. So, match number 7, the main event of Mystery Wrestling 24, Kenta versus Stu Grayson. Now, whether you've been around forever or you've only been around for a couple of years, I feel like there are a few wrestlers that everybody knows immediately just off the name alone. And I might be biased because I'm a big fan of his, but Kenta is absolutely a living legend in professional wrestling and all forms of combat sports and martial arts too. Because this man, his style of hard hitting, stiff, strike based wrestling, a lot of people will tell you who are wrestling, a lot of the younger demographic, I would say, like, if they started wrestling towards the late 90s, early 2000s, and even younger, Kenta has become a big influence for a lot of generation of wrestlers. I'm going to be completely honest. And the man is still going out here. So much so that his move set, which of course he is the godfather, if you will, of the go to sleep move, which a lot of wrestlers have done. Of course, being synonymous with a Mr. One Pepsi Phil, CM Punk, as well as a couple others. Um, former, I, yeah,
I'm just gonna say, Kenta hates him.
no,
Kenta hates him
absolutely. We
so much.
can't listen. That's why I also love Kenta too. He is not a man to mince words. If he don't like you, he's gonna tell you to your face. But he'll also say if he likes you, he'll also tell it to your face too. So
Yeah,
I was just like, don't mess with Kenta because I know he'll kill me with a go to sleep. But Kenta is a former IWGP United States champion. He's worked all over the world, New Japan. He is in Pro Wrestling Noah as well right now. So that's a lot of fun. And then on the other side, you have his opponent, Stu Grayson, who, in my personal opinion, is probably also on that same level to a certain extent, too. Been wrestling forever, Canadian product, current MLP men's world interim men's champion, which is fantastic. Member of former member of former member of Dark Order, but also him and Evil Uno go way back with their tag team as well. Um, on paper, this was a perfect pairing, and I was not disappointed. I do have one thing to say. I was just like, Kenta, is your face okay? Is your face and head okay? Because I was just like, oh, that didn't look kosher. But other than that, I was just like, damn, this match rules. I don't.
yeah. These are two of the best of what they do. Like Kenta has been Kenta for like nearly 25 years at this point, and his run in pro wrestling Noah in the early aughts probably everybody should go out there. Any wrestling fan should go out of their way to see it. It's incredible. And uh, Stu Grayson. What else can I say about Stu Grayson? Like Stu is the underground king. I say this every single time, but like I I'm a huge fan. He's smooth as silk, and he still loves what he's doing. So good on him, man. You know, and yeah. Speaking of Super Smash Brothers, like there was a slow mo spot in the ELP Cecil Nix. Uh,
Yes.
that actually reminded me of Super Smash Brothers, like because Uno would have a Nintendo uh, stick like on his leg, and if anybody pressed the pause button, Uno couldn't move until somebody pressed it again.
That is so amazing.
Oh
No, but I agree with you. Stu and Kenta are the best at what they do, and this match did not disappoint. Kent, yeah,
oh
I
yeah,
had a
no,
blast.
I agree. I agree.
Kenta wins, yay! Um, this was fun. I was like, more Kenta and Mystery Wrestling. That would be great. And that's the thing, though. People are like, when you look at this picture, like, oh, this man is going to kill me. I want y'all to remember this. Kenta, yes, he is super serious sometimes, and he'll kick your head in. This man is fucking funny as fuck as well when he wants to be.
Yeah, and it's not like overtly funny either. Like it's very subverted. You know what I mean? It's like like a little tiny smile and a wink to the and a wink. You know?
Oh, 100%. Oh man, but Benny, that was Mystery Wrestling 24. This was such a fun show. And honestly, I mean, I like every show we've watched so far. This one I think is probably so far is my favorite this year.
Yeah, for sure, for sure. Uh, I know I missed the last one, but that Stu Grayson Invisible Man match was so great.
Oh my
Uh,
god, that was awesome. And then of course to see the legendary Takemichi Noku also still got it too. I was just like, God damn, man. God damn.
seriously.
Oh boy. But yeah, that brings us to the end of Mystery Wrestling 24. Evil Uno will be packing in these shows, man, because we'll be back in 2 weeks to cover Mystery Wrestling 25, which is the 3-year anniversary of Mystery Wrestling, which is crazy to say, right? Um, 3 years of Mystery Wrestling. Wow. Um, I don't know who's gonna be on commentary. I'm excited to see what kind of matches we get for the 3-year anniversary show, but we will be heading back to our home away from home for Mystery Wrestling. So we will be back in the bingo hall for that one, which I love. I love our little bingo hall for Mystery Wrestling, but I'm looking forward to that for sure. So, uh,
Yeah, definitely. Like I love that little I love that little space. It definitely suits them.
100%. But yeah, so we'll be back in 2 weeks to cover Mystery Wrestling 25. But don't touch that dial because, like I said at the beginning of the show, we got a whole bunch of stuff happening this week, this weekend alone, I should say. Everything kicks off with tomorrow night, WrestleMania Hell Week 2026 BC WrestlePod edition. Um, this is BC WrestlePod presents WrestleMania Hell Week 3, or even if without the 3, I would say it is Electric Boogaloo Part 2 plus 1. Um, it is the trifecta. We are back again. We are back again with it. It is insane. And then the reason it is called Hell Week is because this is the most you are ever going to see us go live in a short span of time. Yes, we pretty much go live weekly at this point, but you will be seeing sometimes upwards to 2 or 3 different times a day in the next week of us going live. So to break it all down, tomorrow everything kicks off at 3 p.m. Pacific. Andrew and I will be doing a live watch along for GCW Bloodsport, which is going to be a lot of fun. I always enjoy Bloodsport. Then later that night, TNA, the TNA crew will be breaking down Rebellion. Saturday morning, we got Effie's Big A brunch, which I'm super excited for. And the matches announced for that is going to be great. Of course, I get to see Miss Nyla Rose back on my
Mm.
screen again. I mean, we saw her at Eve, but she is going to have a really fun match. Ali Catch is going to be wrestling. Mike Perro is about to destroy some twinks, apparently, from what we've seen. We're getting a 6-man tag team match, like with Brooke Havoc leading a team, which is going to be great. Um, but I'm gonna be honest, you guys. I'm also hoping that CP Gay appears because I love CP Gay.
Yeah,
He's
we were just on the same wavelength. I hope that they find something for him. You know.
yes, let's put CP Gay in this because it is great. But guys, I'm really looking forward to Zack Saber Jr. and Effie. Like, oh my god.
The U.S. return of Monomoth, which is
Oh,
pretty cool.
oh my god, I saw his picture. I'm like, oh my god, he's hot. Love it. I'm excited. This is going to be a fun show, but that's Saturday morning. And then Saturday evening is a night one of WrestleMania watch along. Sunday morning is Joey Janela's Spring Break 10, in which we are going to see Joey go at it with Brody Lee Jr. Steph DeLander and Mance Warner are going to be taking on Megan Bain and a partner of her choice. We don't know who that is yet. We have the Grab the Brass Ring ladder match, which includes the likes of one called Manders, Progress Men's Champion Man like Doris, Viperous, Bear Bronson. Um, my goodness. Oh, going back to Big Game Brunch really quickly too. We are also getting Kid Bandit, who, if I remember reading
Yeah,
it correctly, it will be Kid's last appearance as an in-ring performer at Effie's Big Game Brunch.
indeed. Uh, she's wrapping up this week. All the best to her. You know, it's not how long you burn; it's how bright you do it while you're here.
Absolutely. But yeah, quickly going back to the schedule again. Sunday morning is Joey Janela's Spring Break 10. Sunday evening is WrestleMania Night 2. Then all next week is a specialty of post shows. So we are kind of bypassing our regular post show schedule and covering a bunch of the collective shows. So Monday is our WrestleMania post show, as well as Stardom American Dream, which I'm excited about. That should be a lot of fun to talk about. Tuesday is MDK Fight Club. Wednesday is Gringo Locos, The World on Lucha, as well as a CMLL show. Then on Thursday is a doubleheader because it will be the Progress Wrestling Vegas 2 show, as well as MLP's Multiverse, which there's a lot of exciting matches on there. So we got a lot of stuff coming up to you the next week, and I hope you tune in and vibe with us because it's going to be a key, and I'm here for it. But me and Benny need to get up on out of here. So thank you so much for tuning in. Tomorrow, I will be here at 3 p.m. Pacific with Andrew as we watch Bloodsport. So that's gonna be a fun one. But from all of us here at BC WrestlePod to you at home, remember, take care of yourself, love one another, stay biconic, and more importantly than anything, you always deserve to finish your story. We'll see you tomorrow for the start of BC WrestlePod Hell Week 2026. But until then, sayonara, adios, and until next time, peace.